where do you get that kind of? Where do you get that kind of YouTube money, huh?
Sanity count?
Yeah.
Alright, then yes. It's a mixture of insanity and mental retardation.
Jeez. Can't be any more. See what I did there? I pulled the Chandler, right? Because people watch Friends still, right? Right? That show never ended, right? Right?
It's still number one in its time slot, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Chirp, chirp, chirp.
You have to stay. Just throw a tomato.
You're doing it to yourself the whole time.
I'm the person that threw the tomato, so I just like have a tomato in my hand and I just like smush it right in my face.
Yep. It's like, it's so low enough here.
Everyone's just jealous. They wish they could be like me, and I'm doing like Fabio poses with like a flabby fat belly.
A glimpse into his personal life.
A look into my mind. Ow. That. Dude, you guys do a lot. So, did you have to go with crap, what's the second one? So did you have to start from the beginning again in Doom?
Not really, because what is it? There's Steam, and because I've got no self-control, and the bio that I do for the stream, I haven't gotten to the level where it bugs out.
Oh, okay.
And for the other one, like I've gone back to it from time to time, and like sometimes I'll get the problem, sometimes I won't. But now I'm just kind of like, I just sort of generally avoid the level.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I'm sure I'll go back to it in like the normal files, but it's not.
That makes sense. I mean that still freaking sucks that like you a lot of your whole progress in that level is gone.
Yeah, like that. I remember hearing that like they're working. I think it was like they announced it in E3 that like that either Age, I think it was Age, said that they were gonna work on some more multiplayer stuff. So I'm just kind of like, I hope they got like the information. They've been getting information about like the whole ice cavern level, so that like they can also start working on like a fix for that stuff.
That sounds better.
So it's like, because it's like nothing will kill a game, nothing will kill a good game worse than a progress killing bug.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I don't know if you ever heard about the Darksiders 2 bug that was for the PS3 version. I think they fixed it in the definitive edition. Where like, because you played it, right? Because you loved it. You thought it was like the bee's knees, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a glitch.
I almost got platinum on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna find the platinum it. There was a point where it was the temple where you had to have that one guy with you, Karn, I think, the pup guy in the first world.
Is this like the main story mode, or is this like one of the DLC levels?
No, this is main story.
Karn.
He's that bald guy. He's one of the makers.
Well, go on.
Well, there was a thing where like, because you need him to traverse more of the temple, otherwise you're stuck there for life. And first time playing the game, I got like, there was a point where he just would not move. Like there was a specific spot where he was, and like every time I'm like running to the specific area that I need him for, he would just sit there, just like in a combat stance, and he wouldn't move. And like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, why isn't this fucker moving? And then like I looked it up online, and it turns out it's happened to other people. Come on, you're kidding me? Like, and like I think they said that there is no way to fix it. Like your best bet is to just start a new game and just pray to God that it doesn't happen again. So it's like it sucked. Like I hate it.
Because like there's another thing too is like this is something that sort of happens with some games is I don't know if it's like the engine or the designs they do or something, but like if you notice games like Batman or like some of the Resident Evils, like the quality of the games are like a lot higher, I want to say, than like stuff like Darksiders. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the character models won't won't screw up, and you won't see like limbs flying where they're not supposed to, or shit clipping. You know what I mean?
What do you mean like the PS4 version of the game?
I mean, I have to check it out. I haven't looked up any information on the PS4 version. Like, if you look at, like, say, for example, art like one of the Rocksteady Batman games, like, those are, like, games that are, like, really solidly built.
Oh, yeah. Well, and here's the sad thing. Like, I've seen a lot of video clips of people, like, playing, like, for example, the Uncharted Drake collection. There's a lot of glitches in the PS4 version compared to the original PS3. Which is like, which baffles the hell out of me, because it's like the game was like flawless, you know. There were no glitches, but then like I see all these video clips of like Drake falling through the sky, or like soldiers' bodies flying off into like pits and stuff, and it's like, what the hell happened? Like you think with the PS3's
that kind of shit baffles me too.
Like you think with the PS4's processing power, it would have like made it a lot better, but instead like there's more glitches.
I mean, sometimes I honestly think it's like more the games themselves, the way that they were built.
Oh, that's true.
You know, because it's just like, I'm playing, you know, like, as I'm playing Doom, I sort of, like, you know, do revel in the character models where, like, you won't see shit affect the character model. But I'll play some Darksiders 2, and then you just, like, see the like, just random aspects of the character model just go haywire, like, you know, there's around his shoulders, and you'll just see, like, one of feathers just go off, like, to eternity, so some random ass direction, and it's totally noticeable.
That sounds funny.
And I'm just like, it happens, but example, like, that kind of shit just bugs the crap out of me.
Well, and I know, also in Arkham Origins, there's a part where, like, in the character trophy showcase thing, Firefly's character thing, if every time I look at it, there's this one little part of his pipe that just, like, starts vibrating violently, and it's like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's
just shit like that bugs me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, and it's just like, and like, you know, and sometimes I'll be looking, like, because I would go back and play like RE5 while I was playing 2. And as I'm looking at RE5, I'm just like, that shit never happens in this game. You know, like the stuff that'll happen in Darksiders 2, I'll never see it happen in Resident Evil 5.
Well, I mean, you never know. Because, I mean, they are bringing RE5 to PS4, so for all we know,
I mean, maybe the port end up doing something like that. Who knows? But but at least from my experience, it restricts PS3. That is, like, I see that shit in the PS3 version of Darksiders 2 and in the PS3 version of Resident Evil 5. I saw no character bugs like that. No design flaws like that.
Ah, okay. Speaking of Resident Evil 2, what do you think about the fact that they're making a remake?
I mean, people say like, oh my god, it's one of the greatest games ever. You know, it's like one of the quintessential Resident Evils, and I'm just like, it's fine. But people also say that, like, or at least Jazz has said that a lot of stuff because I just sort of like, I have no desire to play the same game the second time around. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm interested, like especially since they said it would play more like Resident Evil 4, and I mean, like, the only thing I want them to do is to give me that uneasy feeling that you get when you met the Regenerators for the first time. You know how freaking scary that was?
I haven't thought of it in a long time. But it's like, I think that's kind of what they want. RE2 just from different camera angles, and that's it. But I think I'm pretty sure, I haven't been keeping up on it, but it's just like, they pretty much said that, like, or maybe you can actually answer this question, where it's just like, they pretty much said that, like, that's exactly what they're planning to do, isn't it?
Do what?
Like, they're just planning on making RE2 but with RE4 camera angles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
just like that's a smart move, and it's just like, yeah, I'd probably check it out. But
yeah, exactly.
If we're talking classic, then I'm just like, I don't want to play a game like with Claire, because it's just gonna be like, yeah, some stuff's gonna be moved around, but outside of that, what am I getting?
You get Claire butt. Hopefully.
Well, for classic, you don't even get Claire butt.
There's some Claire butt.
like small amounts, like fractions of Claire butt, and it's just like, that's not enough Claire butt, because, you know, I feel like I could argue that Leon butt.
Oh, God,
it's just
Leon
like, what about the guys that want to see Leon butt?
Yeah, but I mean, Leon butt is too baggy in those cop pants, so you couldn't really see it anyway.
I mean, I'm more interested in Claire butt, but
I mean,
at the same time, it's just like, you don't even get that.
I mean, worst case scenario is we get liquor butt.
You got a liquor face shot.
Oh God, the liquid face shot. And I mean, I kind of want to see how they're going to do that scene again with the liquor, with its debut and stuff.
I mean, like, because it's supposed to be like in the same spirit as the original remake.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, they're only just gonna like alter it slightly, because like I've seen my brother play the director's cut of the original Resident Evil, and I played the remake for GameCube, and like they're not super different. It's just like a bit more dynamic, and that's about it. So it might end up being the same thing, you know, like different angles, but it's generally the same thing.
Fucking Christ!
Does that make me?
Oh no, it's just these army of freaking skeletons.
You
All
leave
over
the
the-
army of skeletons alone.
They're all trying to kill me.
You see them alone, damn it.
No,
Army of skeletons are people too.
I get what you mean though. And I mean, like, I don't even know if I'll buy the Resident Evil 2 remake on release. Like, I kind of want to wait to see what people would review it with. You know, does it live up to the legacy? Does it?
And I don't know, cause like, there was like, remember when like Capcom re-released, or remade the DuckTales game?
Oh yeah.
It's like, I played the original so many times. I get the nostalgia of like, it was the first video game I ever beat when I was 3. And, and so so of course I'd have like standards, and like, I honestly thought the game was great, you know, it was just like, it kept way true to the original. And they also added like the whole voice acting and all that stuff. But then there was this one dude at GameSpot who got so I'm just kind of like, I am kind of curious as to like how people will review it. I kind of hope that they review it as just like, is it true to the original, like through that kind of focus.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, because I mean, Resident Evil 2 is pretty scary. Like, especially like, there are points where loud noises will happen.
Good jump scares.
Yeah. So I mean, like, if like I said, if Resident Evil 2 can do what Resident Evil 4 did with the regenerators, but do that throughout the whole game, then I'd probably buy it, no questions asked.
Well, who knows? Because sometimes I do kind of think people tend to be like, you know, way harsher to shit than they really should be. You know, it'll become like, for example, if I want to, like, I'm sure, like, that when I went to see friggin', what is it, Danny Trejo's, like, Machete Kills, I'm sure there were some people going, like, oh, you know, they're like, this movie will never make a Oscar, will never get an Oscar. It's just like, dude, this movie doesn't want to get an Oscar. This movie just wants to go be batshit stupid and crazy.
Well, and the thing is it's supposed to be a play on those really bad Grindhouse movies. So of course it's not going to get an Oscar. I mean, hell, no.
I know, but I'm saying that it's just like, people are going to be reviewing it, like, I'm worried about people reviewing it in the wrong sense, you know, it's going to be like, in the same way, reviewing the Machete Kills, like, some people might end up trying to review Resident Evil 2 Remake in, like, like it's a video game trying to be like super scary and shit, instead of trying to like live up to a what's it called? Trying to live up to like just keeping the same game going. Anything like that.
Well, I mean, it can't be worse than freaking Umbrella Corps that came out. Oh god, that game. So weird.
I just thought of like a cheap $30 like multiplayer only game. Like they're just tossing it out there.
And the funny thing is, I didn't even know it came out. Like I had to watch a review of it that talked about the fact that it came out, and it's just like, it's so bad.
I mean, I was asking around, and some people seem to like it. I mean, or what I mean is, can you use that as a gauge?
I don't know.
Because I kind of feel like that's just something that is just, I guess, that's its own different animal.
Well, and also, who's working on Resident Evil 7? 'Cause I don't even think it's like the same team, is it?
I gotta imagine, I mean, we just barely heard about it, so, but then again, well, I haven't looked it up, but I kind of imagine that it's gotta be, like, it's gotta be a core team, you know, just like Platinum released, like how Platinum's got, like, a team working on Scalebound, but there was another team that was working on the Ninja Turtles game.
That's a sad thing. Like, a lot of I would think a lot of people would believe that was that Ninja Turtles game. I think was so far Platinum's first flop.
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't remember if you were in the call with us, but I remember like Jack said that like, you know what, I actually played it and it's pretty good. But, like he enjoyed it. And it's just kind of like, now that I think about it, it's the same thing with Umbrella Corps. It's like, I gotta spread the thing.
But the thing is, it's like... The thing is, it's like...
Everyone's hating on it.
How does he play it when, like... How does he play when there's, like, nobody on?
You find it. Because, I said I was gonna get it so I could play with him, but... I've never really played, like, we haven't had a game that we played with, co-op, like, for a while. Like, he's someone I would play, Dead or Alive with. We moved on. I was saying that, like, I'd get it so I could play with him. Because I was just like, I want to get, like, a game that's just, like, it's just for the sake of playing. People asking me questions about it, I'll just say, you know what, fuck off.
Brilliant answer. Brilliant.
He wins the internet. Let me just put on my award-giving mustache.
To my viewers and to Moopsy, I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. Stay beautiful. I love you. Love me long time. Oh, good night, Mom. Hello, hello, hello.
Echoes.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? Did I miss something good?
Back. He's back, you're really back.
Oh, at least nobody killed me. That's a plus, right?
If you're suicidal.
Well, I meant like no invaders invaded me, right? I'm glad. You need serious case of anger management, son.
No, I don't. And people keep suggesting that, and that makes...
But yeah, but like, I don't know if you ever watched Angry Joe.
I hate him.
Okay. But for once, he actually made a good review, or a funny review, of Umbrella Corps, and it's just, yeah, it looks really bad.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe that he made anything.
Well, because here's the thing, I don't even know if Capcom even made it, like if
I mean,
anything...
I'm sure they gave it to like a third party developer, you know, just like they did with Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah, but even Operation Raccoon City looked better.
But yeah, I saw a trailer of like Umbrella Corps. I thought it looked kind of like cheap and shit. Again, I still want to just like get the game just so I can play with my friend, you know, just like
I never managed to find Horace.
no, I want to say like no politics
even alone,
involved.
as an unkindled Lord Seeker.
True.
For the children I knew, bless their souls.
Just like, you know, like, and then that's
We all have our reasons.
like a sports game, and then like not be judged by that shit. And just play with my friend and not be judged. Told you and Jazz that it was just like I still have my copy of Operation Raccoon City. You were just both like friggin' third-degree interrogations.
You are.
Well,
You're just
it's
like,
the same...
why? And I'm just like, why not?
I'm afraid we as long as it takes.
Well, and plus, I know, like, one of my friends gave me crap about the fact that I bought Godzilla for the PS4. Even though, like, it's honestly one of the worst games to come out last year. And I mean, I still like it for what it is. It's alright. I mean,
So it's just like, you want to play video games for the sake of playing video.
Exactly. But like at the same time, it's just I know that it's just that bad.
Right.
In fact,
Shit will do that.
In fact, I was kind of contemplating maybe I should delete it, or not delete it, sell it back to GameStop. And I'm like, I probably won't get that much for it now anyway.
Well, you probably wouldn't have gotten that much for it when it was new.
No, I mean, I like the fact that it was still new. I probably could have gotten a pretty penny for it.
I don't know, because I do think that, like, you know, the popularity of a game also ends up dictating if they'll buy it from you. Because obviously that also, like, says, like, their returns.
Well, that's why it's kind of stupid, because there's this one game I want to get called Star Wars The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition.
It wasn't that for PS3?
Yeah. But the thing is, because I guess the problem is that it's a rare game, because I guess not a lot of copies were made, and a lot of people just, like, kept their copies, because it's basically a better version of the first Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Because, like, it comes with, like, I think more costumes, more lightsaber colors, couple new levels.
I think one of the levels is supposed to be you actually end up fighting Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, on the planet Hoth. But it's like, I want that level. Or, I mean, I want that game. But I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna, and like, I've seen it at a GameStop, but they priced it at like $30, and it's like, why? Why would you do such a thing?
Well, it's PS3, you know, it's aged. The only one game franchise that I've seen at GameStop that has been like a constant $40 even after release is Pokemon games. Those never change price.
Oh yeah, like I think my friend showed me
I've seen. Like, go ahead.
Like, my friend showed me how much Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire are for Game Boy Advance, and they're still like $30.
Yeah, like, it's weird how those games have managed to stay the same price. Like I've seen Diamond and Pearl, like for $40 still, and I think it was used.
Well, there is one game too that for the DS where it because of Smash Brothers, it skyrocketed in popularity, and that was that Electroplankton game. Now, but here's the funny thing, though.
Never heard of that one.
The game I think only sold for like $20 new, but the pre-owned price became like, I think, like $30 to $40.
It's funny you bring that up, because I was about to mention, it's just like, in terms of like the whole returns thing of like how GameStop changes, like messes around.
Well, because right now, at its current state, I'd give it like maybe a C+.
I think that that game also has like a possibility of like actually jumping up in price from like all the free stuff that they have. Like they said, there's like people like they've heard people that they want arcade mode again, and so that they're gonna work on that, and that's probably gonna happen like season 2 or something.
But what's the point?
The story mode, which was for arcade mode.
Yeah, I mean, like, you already have, unless they're gonna bring in more cutscenes for arcade mode, what's the freaking point?
It's just like the casual market, man. They're just like angry that it's not there. Because like,
but you know that
by myself is going to training.
But you know that the reason they want it is because of the fact that it's a story-based arcade mode.
I mean, like, I kind of hope that people aren't that stupid and thinking that like the arcade mode is gonna be like that, because pull up like stuff from like Mortal Kombat story mode, and I'm just like, those are two different story modes.
I know, like, because again, even but see, and that's the thing, even the Mortal Kombat arcade mode had in it. I mean, they weren't canon to the story, but they.
At the end, like in the.
But I mean, like, they even though they weren't canon in the story mode, they were still there. They still had cutscenes.
And champion version of the costume.
Champion. You mean like the battle
Yeah.
costumes?
Yeah, I don't know. I keep forgetting what they're called, but they call them a bunch of.
More like champion costumes. Like, this is Mortal Kombat, son. This is Street Fighter. I just want that Laura one. Like, even though I don't main Laura, like I still want that one where she looks like Jubilee.
This is one thing I hate about like a lot of fighters is you'll buy like an alternate costume, but the characters never wear it.
Oh yeah, well, you mean what? You mean like in story mode?
Not story mode. In story mode, I actually like because it's got the story mode costumes. I see them wearing alternate costumes, but it's just like say for example.
Fine. Well,
I mean, yes, yeah, for some of those like grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But you know, it's just like something I do kind of wish that like more modern games did.
well, of course. Like, I kind of hate it now in like even in adventure platformer games where like you buy costumes for your character, they don't really show up in the cutscenes anymore. You know what I mean?
That's also, yeah.
Because like I remember in the Ratchet and Clank trilogy they did that, where like even in the cutscene you could see them wearing the costume, but like in future Ratchet and Clank games they don't do that anymore. So I'm all like,
Yeah, when they go for like a CG one.
Yeah, or like especially in like the CGI cutscenes. But it's like I missed that. Like why don't like you? I mean, I know it's probably more work to have to map out those movements, but it's just like I love that.
I mean, obviously, it's like in CGI, that's when you're not going to see it. But I mean, I don't know. I'm a little torn about that because sometimes it's just like I'd rather see like cutscenes or like I'd rather see cinematics be done with like a movie with a CGI engine rather than the in-game engine, because sometimes in-game will just like end up doing crazy shit in the middle of the cutscene.
I see.
Like say for example, if it was Ratchet and Clank, you know, you're standing outside and talking to someone, you'll see like a random enemy just like freaking like just running off in a random direction or just constantly trying to shoot you while you're trying to have a conversation.
What is it? Freaking Fallout 4 does that all the time.
Yeah, it's just like I'd rather have like a CG cutscene rather than an in-game cutscene like I think Clank used to do.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I mean, God of War. Well, and that's the thing too is games nowadays like the new God of War 4, or I think even like Resident Evil 7. Like they're taking out the kind of the CGI cutscenes and just like make interactive cutscenes now.
And that's not bad because they're trying to make like a lot more fluid processes, much more fluid cutscenes.
Well, and to be fair, Solid did that first. Well, as far as I know.
Which Metal Gear?
Well, all of them. Every Metal Gear kind of does that, where you can like interact while like the cutscene's happening.
Not one. In one, you can tell which is a cutscene, and which one's gameplay.
Oh, okay. I never played the original one. I played Twin Snakes, but I never played the original MGS one. For like the past 12 minutes, or whatever minutes, I don't care, sue me. So I will see you all, no one, and goodbye.
You will be there.
I'm not ending the party, I'm just ending the stream.